everyone, welcome back. I am going to be talking today about my curly hair and starting off from like when I was young to now and why I decided to rock my curls more often than straightening my hair as I used to when I was younger, and to basically kind of get into a little bit as to why I started my YouTube channel. So let's get started. Let's take it back to 1992. I was about 5 years old and I moved from California to New York because I was born in California, and I moved to New York with my mom and my brother. And I remember walking into my grandmother's house knowing like, okay, this is my new life in a way. And I was so excited because I was around so many uncles and aunts and tons of cousins and my grandparents, and the energy in that house was like full on Puerto Rican energy. It was so amazing, so fun and just lively, and I was so excited about being around like my cousins especially. And I really quickly caught on to the fact that I was different from my cousins. Majority of my cousins have curly hair, but not like my curly hair. Like, I have really small tight curls and it would get big, and it still gets big. And when we were little, not all of my cousins really had curly hair or wavy hair. Like, even my own brother, when I was 5, he was 3, and he had straight hair, like pin straight hair. And I remember like thinking, what, like, we're different because he has straight hair and I have really curly hair, but we're brother and sister, we have the same parents, like, no denying that. So why do I have this curly hair, you know, why am I different? And as cousins are, you know, we make fun of each other and bother each other and all of that. So my cousins would pick on me, and they started to sing this song to me when I was little, and they would always sing, "Oh, you're rough and tough with your afro puffs," and start laughing. And it really bothered me, and I would get upset, and I'm pretty sure I cried because I was a crybaby. And it really started to get to me because it was just like, oh wow, like, I have an afro, like, I have this big old curly nest of hair on my head, and it's different from the rest of my family, and so I'm different. So does that mean that I'm not, like, is my hair not as pretty as theirs or whatever? So all those thoughts started to, you know, be created in my mind about my hair. And then when I got older, a little older, I was still in elementary school, I would say. And I remember being about 10 years old and my mom straightened my hair, and I loved it. Like, I wanted to straighten my hair all the time. I thought it was so much easier. I thought it was prettier. And so I would always want to straighten my hair. But of course, I had to go through that pain of straightening my hair, because when my mom would like straighten it, she would just like straighten it, and it would just like yank my like neck back, and it was just so annoying and so painful. And I remember her huffing and puffing behind me, and I was just like, she doesn't like doing this. Like, this is not fun at all. I looked pretty at the end, that's what I thought, right? Because I mean, granted, I did look cute with my hair straight. And yeah, so I was just like, okay, like, this is kind of hard. So obviously my hair wasn't straightened all the time, but I really did think I preferred my hair straight over it being curly. And then I get into high school, and of course in high school, like, boys are like, what you looking at? And I really thought that they wouldn't like me with my curly hair. I thought that I would look prettier with straight hair. So I definitely wanted to straighten my hair more often. And not only that, but like, all my other friends had straightened their hair, and if as their hair was as curly as mine, curlier, not as curly, we all straightened our hair. We all, you know, tried to look as cute as we can. I remember one time, before I started studying cosmetology, I went to the salon, and the hairstylist, I went to a Dominican hair salon, so shout out to all my Dominican girls. But yeah, I went to a Dominican salon, and the hairstylist told my mom, like, okay, in order to straighten her hair more often and easily, like, I have to relax her hair. That'll just make it so much easier to straighten it, and it'll just be quicker. And I was like, no, I really don't want to do a relaxer in my hair, because I remember seeing a few people with like curls that were relaxed, and I really didn't like the way it looked. Like, it looked like ugly to me, sorry, but it just really was not what I wanted. I wanted my hair to be straight, but I knew that like there were going to be times where I wasn't going to go to the salon, or that I was going to get lazy and not straighten my hair, and that there were going to be times that I was going to have my hair curly. Like, it's not like I absolutely hated my curls. Like, I never felt like, oh, I hate my curls. Like, I really wish that I just had straight hair naturally. Like, maybe that came into my head once or twice, but like, really, I didn't hate my curls. I just preferred my hair to be straight. So I was like, no, I don't want to do that, because like my curls are really, really tiny and small. So then I'm gonna have these weird, like really tiny, like wavy kind of straight end hair, and it was just not gonna look cute. And so I was like, no, I don't want to do that. But then my mom was like, no, let's just try it. And so they did, and I felt like I had no choice. And so my hair got relaxed. And when I did straighten my hair, obviously it was easier to straighten. But I remember one time I did go into school and I didn't straighten my hair, and I left it like curly, and I was like, ew, it looks horrible. Like, it looks not cute. And even my best friend was like, yeah, it doesn't really look that good. And I was like, word, it looks horrible. So yeah, I never did that again. I never relaxed my hair again after that. Now let's go into when I was in college. Now in college, I straightened my hair, left it curly. It was kind of like whatever I felt like doing, I did. But for the most part, I really did straighten my hair a lot. And I remember I was a senior and I was having a conversation with a friend, and I remember him asking me if I have to straighten my hair when I go on interviews. Because at that time, when I was a senior, I was going on interviews for like internships, and I was hoping that like whatever internship I got, I would potentially, like, once I graduated, I can become permanent there and like have my career and start my career off. Or if not, then I'm going to have to interview and find a career. So I would straighten my hair whenever I went on interviews. And I remember when he asked me that, like, I thought to myself, yeah, I do straighten my hair when I go on interviews, but why do I do that? And that bothered me a little bit. That really bothered me. It was just kind of like, why is it that I straighten my hair to go on interviews? And then I really realized that it was because I felt like I looked more professional with straight hair than with curly hair. And I was thinking in my head, like, is that what he's thinking? That I'm not going to get a job because I have curly hair? Like, that's weird. And that doesn't make any sense. But if it doesn't make any sense, why am I straightening my hair? So it was a thought that like really popped into my head when he asked me that. But like, I really quickly like pushed that out of my head. I was like, I'm a senior. Like, I have to just finish my year up with like a good grade in my classes, and like get this internship, do well in my internship, you know, graduate. And so I just had all these other thoughts, and I was working part-time. So I was just like, I don't have time to be thinking about that. And then about 3 years ago, I'm 27 now, by the way, and 3 years ago, I pretty much thought to myself, you know what, like, this is who I am. I was born with naturally curly hair, and I don't know, my hair doesn't look like it really should be looking like this. Like, I remember my hair being curlier, like, now it is, right? But like, I'm gonna show you guys a picture right here of when it was damaged like 3 years ago. This is from a trip that I went to 3 years ago. I went to Spain, and I tried to rock my hair like curly, and girl, do you see that? Like, those are some damaged curls. Like, that is not cute. But I really just like tried to force myself to, even though I didn't really like the way the curls looked and like, or my hair curly, I was like, no, you have to really stick to this, like, so that you can get to a place where your curls are going to look, you know, a little bit better, I guess, and definitely that they will be healthier, and hopefully even get thicker, because I really have thin hair. And I remember having really thick hair. Like, if I can find a photo of when I was in high school and I had like really thick hair, I'll put it here. But yeah, so I decided to rock my curls more often, don't straighten it as often, And now I definitely see that paid off, because now my curls are super duper curly, and I absolutely love my curls. I think they're so pretty. Like, peep this, like, look how cute. Like, I don't know, I just really love my curly hair. And I've really embraced myself and who I am, and I really felt like for the first time that this is who I am. Like, I'm this Puerto Rican girl, Amaryllis, with curly hair, and yes, it may get big, but guess what? That's who I am. Like, and why should I go and constantly change that so that I can feel like I fit in, right? Because what's fitting in? Not everyone has straight hair. There's tons of us out there who have really curly hair. And so, like, why not just embrace who I am? Like, this is who I am naturally. The reason why I created videos was because of that, because I wanted to share my tips and my journey and my story with people, so that others may, who are thinking about, like, wanting to, like, you know, embrace their curls more often and not straighten it as often, can learn from me and potentially, you know, get to the place where they are with their hair, and that they're happy with the way their curls are and the health of their hair and all of that. Mind you, you know, we all have a different texture and a different, like, curl pattern. But yeah, and then I also had created a video, I created a project. It's called Curly Girlies, and I went to 2 schools in May. I went back to New York, and I went to the high school that I went to where I studied cosmetology, and I got to talk to the students in one of the classes there. It was an 11th grade class, so I'm assuming that all of them were about the age of 16 years old, and they were so cute, like so cute. And I got to talk to them, and I told them the story that I told you guys, and I also gave them some tips on things that I did, which I also have a video on. I'll link all the videos that I'm talking about to other previous videos that I've created with my curly hair down below in the description box. And so yeah, I gave them tips, and I also got Miss Jessie's, which is a pretty big curly hair company. If you don't know of them, I linked up with them, and I got them to donate products to the students. And so not only did the students get to hear a story about me and some tips and tricks and stuff like that, they also got to walk away with some products so that they can go home that night or whenever and use them. And they were super excited about trying out the products and, you know, getting a little bit more tips on, like, what they should do particularly with their hair. And so they were really excited, and they were exciting me because I was, like, super excited to be with them. Like, they were so cute and fun, and it was really awesome. Then right after that, I went to a middle school, well, elementary middle school, and so I got to talk to, like, 7th graders, and they were about the age of 12, 13, and they were adorable as well. And I got to do the same thing. I told them my story, gave them some tips, and gave them products as well from Miss Jessie's. I'm definitely going to continue doing this project. I'm hoping that I can get to New York in March, and I live in California, so I would love to do it here as well. But yeah, so that's a project that I created, and I also have a video for that from those events, and that's listed down below as well, and you can check that out, or you can even check it out right here. And yeah, so that's pretty much the reason why I started this channel and my project, was because I wanted to share who I am, myself, and my tips and my tricks, and really to hopefully inspire others. And I also do these videos because I do get requests from family and friends on certain things that I do, and so I try to explain it via text or over a Facebook message or over the phone. And sometimes I think that it's just easier to see a display of, like, what I'm actually really doing, and so I create videos based off of that and really like to share that with everyone. And I really want to say I'm so excited and super, like, happy that, like, people are subscribing to me and subscribing to my channel and watching my videos. And thank you so much for giving my videos a thumbs up. For people who comment, I really appreciate it. For those who tell me that I inspire them, like, I'm getting emotional because it's like, it really makes me feel really happy and excited. And all I want to do is just to help other people and hopefully to inspire more people. So I really just want to say thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this video was entertaining and interesting for you, and I'm sure that everyone has their own curly hair story or their own journey that they went through. I would love to hear from you. If you want, comment down below, tell me your story. I really want to interact and get to know you guys more. And yeah, so leave a comment below, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you in my next one. Love you, bye.